lost something. Did you even notice? Focus.
We trade it every day. For comfort, distraction, dopamine. Sometimes I wonder, have we forgotten how to truly focus? I wanted to find out, so I started looking for something where focus isn't optional, but essential to survive. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. Cooking, working, trying to relax, I get distracted. A notification, a ringtone, a voice, or sometimes nothing at all. I think I reached a point where I get distracted by silence. When nothing happens, it feels wrong. Like I should check my phone again, just in case I missed something. No matter what I do, a part of me is always looking for distraction. And honestly, keeping focus has become one of the hardest things for me. I don't know when it started, but somewhere between social media, breaking news, and endless information, focus became rare. Because how are you supposed to focus when the whole world is fighting for your attention?
I gathered a 1-year-old.
You wake up, and within seconds, you're connected to everything.
You're gambling with World War III.
So how could anyone still stay focused? I didn't have an answer. Until I found something that forced me to. I came across Fluid Focus, which is a freediving camp in Nusa, Lembongan, Indonesia. After using my irresistible convincing skills, I gathered a few friends and we went there. And boy, I had no idea what I signed up for.
We just arrived at the freediving center and it's raining like hell right now. We made it in here somehow dry. Now we just have some theory, I guess, and I heard we're going to the pool already today as well. I don't know really what's going to happen, but yeah, let's find out.
The first day didn't start in the water. It started with the understanding what actually happens to our body. In freediving, it all comes down to one thing, the urge to breathe. That moment where your body tells you to go back up. And it's not what most people think. It's not because you're running out of oxygen. Most of the time, you still have plenty left, around 80 to 90%. It's the CO2 building up in your body because you're not exhaling. And if you did, you'd lose oxygen as well, so you hold it. And that's when something clicked for me. That urge to breathe, it's just a signal, like a notification, like something telling you, hey, do something. And I realized I've been reacting to those signals my whole life. Every ping, every vibration, every little distraction. Like it actually matters. But here, they were basically telling us, you don't have to react. You can just let it be there. It's not danger. It's just discomfort.
Okay.
And that's where breathing comes in. Learning how to use your full capacity. Not just your chest, but your diaphragm. Filling your lungs from the bottom up. Using your whole body just to take one breath. If you're curious about it, there's a simple guide in the description from Fluid Focus, so you can try it yourself. Then there's equalization. As you go deeper, the pressure around you increases. And you've probably felt this before. Maybe when you were on a plane or driving up a mountain, that pressure in your ears, it starts to feel uncomfortable. And it gets stronger. It actually hurts. So you have to equalize, to balance the pressure inside your body.
As most people, when they talk about freediving, they're like, oh, the mind silences and it's beautiful and it's meditative and it's the best thing in the world, which it can be. But we don't talk about the challenges of freediving enough, which is amazing because it's like, it's very unique in the sense that you can't push through challenges with determination and willpower. You have to learn to kind of accept it, surrender to it, for lack of a better word, and allow yourself to move through it organically. Which is, I mean, that's a pretty fantastic life lesson.
We just finished with the theory lessons and the next step for us will now be practice. So we'll gear up and go to the pool.
You guys know what the most important rule in freediving is?
Always dive with the boat.
Bosh. So never dive alone.
86 of all freediving accidents happen when the diver is alone. No reason to be one of them. First, breath holds.
Remember, every breath hold we do, we're gonna have our relaxation phase, our full breath, moving into the breath hold phase.
Learning how to stay calm while your body tells you not to. We train with partners, watching and supporting each other.
And it knows that every breath hold you do, you're going to push yourself to extreme discomfort. And eventually your brain's going to be like, no, we're not doing this. The urge to breathe is okay, but don't push it to an extreme.
And that's where it got real for me. I thought this would feel natural, but it didn't. Holding my breath wasn't the problem. Letting go was. As soon as I went down, my brain started to overclock. How long has it been? Am I good at this? Is this already the urge to breathe? And just like that, I was back. I couldn't focus.
We're done with the first day of our freediving school here. To be honest, I realized it's a lot harder than I thought it would be. I started to panic quite quickly, maybe also because of my beard. Water got access to my goggles quite easily, and that for sure didn't benefit. Tomorrow we start already in the morning and we're going out to the ocean. So this is going to be even better. Stoked for this and see you tomorrow.
I tried to play it cool, but honestly, it threw me off more than I expected. I came here to find focus, and I couldn't even get through a single dive without losing it. Every time I went down, something pulled me right back out. So I tried to clear my head. That evening, we sat together and watched the movie The Deepest Breath to get a better understanding for the sport and maybe take something from it into the next day. But what I saw was a completely different side of it.
It's an extreme sport. And extreme sports have extreme consequences.
Not calm, not peaceful, but extreme. People pushing their limits. Some of them diving past 100 meters, holding their breath longer than feels possible. So I wondered, what happens when they push beyond that? When the brain doesn't get enough oxygen, it shuts down. You don't feel yourself passing out. It just goes dark. And that's what makes it dangerous, because you don't notice it. You can't react. It often happens right before you reach the surface, because as you come back up, the pressure drops and suddenly there is less oxygen available to your brain. That's again why you never dive alone, because in that moment, you depend on someone else.
All right, we're all geared up now. We're now on the way to the boat and head out to the sea for our first official freediving session. Actually, I have no idea how deep you go on your first session, and I'm a little bit excited for what's to come, to be honest, because yesterday in the pool I definitely realized it's harder than I thought it would be. We're now on the way to our first diving spot. I think everyone is stoked. Let's see what we get.
So it was time for my first proper freedive. On my first dive, we went down feet first, keeping our head up. I did the equalization and it was a new feeling for me, but I felt quite comfortable and made it even to the bottom of the line. Then we learned new techniques, going down with the head first. And suddenly, everything fell apart. I couldn't equalize. It felt like I hit a wall. I just couldn't go any further. If I tried to, it hurt. A lot. Every time I tried to push through it, it got worse. And that feeling felt familiar.
How was it, bro?
It was intense. Still had some struggle with the equalization. We just finished up our first freediving session, and the beginning was really good actually. Only at one time I struggled quite a bit with the equalization, as I said before. It's just when I'm upside down. My instructor told me it's quite a common thing, and I'm not the only one with it, which calms me down a bit for sure. Also Alex experienced actually the same. Still, my last attempt was not really successful with that. When I'm facing fully upside down, there's no way I can do it.
Another fallback, and slowly I started to doubt myself. Is this really the sport for me? Is this really where I'm supposed to find focus? Because right now, it doesn't look like it. Now it was about movement. Learning how to move underwater as efficiently as possible. Because every movement builds up CO2 in our body. And the more CO2 builds up, the stronger the urge to breathe. So it's not about being fast, it's about being efficient. After that, me and Alex stayed in the pool to practice equalization.
When they start to go head first, what can happen is this pesky little thing at the back of the throat called the soft palate. It can essentially lock and stop us from being able to equalize properly.
We flipped upside down, trying to get used to the feeling of going head first. And for a moment, it actually worked. It felt easier, and we thought maybe we figured it out. The next day started in the pool again, because one part of our course is to know how to react in emergency situations.
Roll her towards me. I'm gonna switch hands, okay? So this hand is gonna come under the neck, really supporting those airways.
If someone experiences a blackout, we need to be able to bring our partner back up to the surface. Out in the ocean, we ran the same emergency drills again, bringing someone up, keeping the airway clear, because if something goes wrong, it usually happens near the surface, and that's where it matters most. And now it was time for my last dive. This time I felt comfortable. I knew how to equalize and I was ready. I entered my relaxation phase and got ready for my dive. But it didn't work. Again. I couldn't equalize. I had to stop and come back up. I failed. At some point, I stopped trying to force it. I stayed in my range, watched the others. Some of them were doing insane things, moving effortlessly, going deeper like it was nothing. And I think that's what freediving really is. Finding comfort in discomfort. Staying calm in a moment that tells you not to. And I lost focus. Again. Because this wasn't about how deep I could go or how long I could hold my breath. I thought this video would be about freediving, but really, it is not. It was about finding focus. This isn't a sport you can force. You don't win by trying harder. You win by slowing down, by letting go, by focusing.
1, 2, 3. Refocus!
And during this time here, I lost it hundreds of times. And I'll probably lose it again. Because maybe it's not about holding on to it forever. Maybe it's about remembering what actually matters in the right moments. And for now, I think that's enough.